I am Cheri Beasley, and I'm a candidate for the United States Senate, and I'm just so glad that we're here today to talk about why this race is so important. I want to thank you, Pat, for your enthusiasm, and I want to thank this wonderful group of women who understand how important this race is, and they know how important it is to make sure we get this right. I would not be standing here today if it were not for really great women in my life, all of them, especially my mother, Lou Beasley. She taught me that there is no such thing as a closed door, that when people tell you that you can't, it says more about their lack of vision over your life than your abilities. She taught me that I could do anything, but if there's one thing I've learned, it's that no one can accomplish anything alone. It takes all of us working together. There is nothing we can't do together. It was the pursuit of justice that caused me to become a public defender in Fayetteville after law school. And it was the pursuit of justice that led me to be a judge and later a chief justice. And it is the pursuit of justice that inspires me to serve the people of North Carolina as the next senator from the state of North Carolina. It's really what I've done all my life. I've sought facts and fairness, seeking the truth in moments when it's hardest to find. I've spent the last 2 decades of my life uplifting, defending, and interpreting the law to be inclusive of all people. And it's what I'll do as your next United States Senator. Right now, there are only 24 women currently serving in the United States Senate, and none of them are African American. And we know that the more women we have in places where decisions are made, the better for our families and for our communities, because women are voices and vessels. We are the ones who give movement to the issues that matters the most, and when women fight, we all win. Our communities win. This pandemic has highlighted long-standing inequities and challenges that we must address, especially as we see the way women are bearing the brunt of these challenges. We are at a critical moment. In North Carolina, an opportunity to create change that spans generations, that builds a healthier, happier, and more prosperous future for our state. Because North Carolina women shouldn't have to take on 3 jobs just to pay the rent. It just shouldn't be that hard to find good work. We need to raise minimum wage and create jobs that can support our families. And we need equal pay for all women, including Black and brown women. We need policies that work for working moms, like paid family leave and affordable child care. We need to make the enhanced child tax credit permanent, which is helping millions of working families right here in North Carolina. I know the power of these policies. You heard from Dina and about her working family. And as Chief Justice, I understood that there were lawyers who were giving birth and being expected to turn up at hearings in court just a week later. And so I established a family leave policy, understanding that it was important to take care of families, and I understood that it was important and knew that they would also be successful at work. I am a mama bear, and I have 2 cubs. They're big cubs now. They're twin sons. They're all grown up, now in college. And I know that all of us who have kids or who love kids would go to any lengths for our children, but we deserve a healthcare system that doesn't force us to do so. Shortly after our sons were born, we knew that they had some healthcare concerns, and we were terrified. They were pretty serious, and we knew that no parent should ever have to put a price tag on their children's health. But we were lucky. Thanks to the hard work of doctors and healthcare professionals, not to mention endless hours haggling on the phone with insurance companies, our sons are healthy and thriving. But because of exclusive policies and expensive procedures, millions of Americans cannot say the same. That's why we must expand Medicaid and guarantee insurance companies can't deny coverage to people with pre-existing conditions. We need quality health care to close to home, and we need to make sure it's affordable. And we must safeguard women's reproductive health. As a woman whose own mother only got the right to vote 56 years ago, with the passage of the Voting Rights Act, We need leaders who will uphold and fight for our right to vote. In almost every state in this nation, the most fundamental, the most basic right, the right to vote, is under attack. And rather than meeting that affront of democracy head on, the Senate has surrendered. Our right to vote is our voice and our conviction and our values and the well-being for our families and our communities. And it's how together we will win and bring change to North Carolina. The truth is, these policies just aren't for women, and they're just not for children. These are policies that are good for the economy. Investing in childcare, paid family leave, and more helps us to grow our workforce and expand our economy, especially in a time when so many businesses are suffering. Because when women thrive, we all thrive, and it makes life better for the next generation, for the grandchildren who've not yet been born, for the children that the world needs to make this world a better place. We need a senator who knows exactly how these policies matter and exactly how to turn them into law. We need a senator who will fight for policies that will make a real difference in people's lives, and I know I will be that senator. To sum it up, I've spent my life pursuing justice. But just as it takes a village to raise children in all of our families, it takes a village to run a campaign. So today, I'm asking you to join the Village of Women for Beasley, to take on this fight, to assure a better future for the next generation here in Greensboro and across the nation. If I can count on all of my sisters and all of our supporters, I'd ask you to please go to CheriBeasley.com to sign up to volunteer, to tell your friends about the importance of this race, and let's all stand up and fight for North Carolina. Give her the chance that she certainly deserves and needs. Thank you so much.